Greetings. My name is Cosette Nazon Wilburn, and I am the founder and executive director of the Love, Unity, and Values Institute. They also know us as the Love Institute. So you might be asking yourselves the question, what does love have to do with it? Well, I gotta tell you, it has everything to do with it. Welcome to the launch for the Parade of Hearts. I call it a public art project with a purpose. And I am super excited because what makes this unique is that this was done in partnership with community. We use restorative justice and art to bring healing to the community. So you are going to get a chance to actually see these wonderful 5-foot structures that have been decorated and designed by local artists. And so today, we look forward to unveiling these arts. I hope that you will be inspired as I am. All right, so let's get right to it. All right, let's first take off our sashes, and on the count of, I'll do a countdown. So let's take the sash off right now. Just pull it off. All right. At the count of 1, let's flip it over, okay? 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Really beautiful. Yeah, I have been inspired every day since we have started. What I'd like to do is get a quick photo. Can I get Alderman King? But let's do a quick photo right here. So you can be on this side of me. Alderman King. Right here, I see. And then, all right, let me know when you've got the photo. Get it in? Oh, okay. You all, I can see one of the artists really close together. While everyone is taking their seats. So for nearly 10 years, the Love Institute has been using its after-school programs and its out-of-school programs to provide a social and emotional approach to college and career readiness for young men and women of color who have experienced trauma. Now this is important because 70% of the young people that we serve, by the age of 16, they've already experienced trauma. Now, so it's interesting, you know, trauma is anything that interrupts your normal. I think it's safe to say that after coming through the COVID-19 pandemic, adults and young people alike are experiencing trauma. And so we saw that the Parade of Hearts could be an opportunity to inspire healing and transformations in communities that need it the most. I can remember the first conversation I had with our deputy director, Dr. Linda Upshaw, about how do we start to heal the community and take our work outside of our four walls. We listened to principals, teachers, students, community members, and we heard the cry of yearning for something more, some healing. And it was really in that inquiry the Parade of Hearts was born. So while it is common to do projects like this in downtown, right? We decided that we would do it in the 11 communities that are in the Mid-South to start. I think that was an important place to start. So I just want to take some time to just acknowledge our partners. Let me tell you, these are partners who gathered the community, hosted our virtual conversations, and I'd like to just acknowledge the Black United Front, Future Ties, Gary Colmer Education Campus, My Block, My Hood, My City, my good friend Jamal, Nehemiah Trinity Rising, New Community Outreach, Organic Oneness, Portwood Ministries, and U Chicago Charter. I'm so grateful to all of them for hosting this. I gotta tell you, this would not have been possible without our donors and sponsors. And so I want to first tell you a little story, right? An unexpected encounter. I was pitching earlier this year at SGP Fast Pitch, and I was so sad that I wasn't in the showcase. But a woman named Jessica Smith from Jaskolka Terman Strategic Communications saw me and said, we want to help this organization. And I want to tell you, JT has been phenomenal. And so I just really want to just acknowledge them. They have been responsible for just all of you being here and all of this. And kudos to Rick Jaskolka for just, saying yes to this. And now we are a part of the JT family. Thank you, Lauren. Thank you, Jessica and team. We appreciate you. I want to also acknowledge Loan Depot, MacArthur Foundation, Thrive Chicago, Healing Illinois, the Golden Institute, Building Community Foundation, My Block, My Hood, My City, Port Ministries, Back of the Yards, Neighborhood Council, and Brown Sugar Bakery. Just thank you. And I'd like to just take a moment to just kind of ask my two friends. It's great to have friends who support your work, right? And so I just really want to take a moment to invite Jennifer Hernandez and Ryan Priester to join me here at the podium. Let me tell you, Jennifer Hernandez from Loan Depot, she used to be a board member, and her story is so inspiring that it keeps moving our kids forward. And let me tell you, Ryan knew us before we knew how to tell our story right. And it was really through his coaching and strategic planning. I have to say that we are who we are today because of Ryan. So I'd like to invite Jennifer first and then Ryan to speak. Jennifer.
My name is Jennifer Hernandez. I'm the branch manager at the CHW team in Bolingbrook with Loan Depot. And the reason I'm here today is because we create home ownership in the south and west sides of Chicago. So we felt it was very important that we give back to the neighborhoods that we work in. Families come to us because they want to buy and they want to invest in their communities and they want to build a legacy for their family and for the future generation. But reaching out with the potential it requires is to do our part in our neighborhoods to create change. So that's why we're here, and that's why we stand behind the Love Institute, because we know that change begins with our youth and creating an impact for them so that we can create change throughout the neighborhood. We at CHW team are honored to be a sponsor here with the Love Institute and the Parade of Hearts, because we too believe in the communities and wholeheartedly know that with love we can make a change and create change in the neighborhoods that we need to stop the violence and create love, more love, and what better way through the hearts that we are putting out in the neighborhoods. So thank you, and together we will create a positive impact with the residents and in these communities. And I appreciate being here today and being a part of this.
Good morning. My name is Ryan Priester. I'm a program officer at the John D. and Catherine T. MacArthur Foundation here in Chicago. We are committed at the MacArthur Foundation to a more just, peaceful, and verdant world. Most specifically in Chicago, we are committed to building the voice of equity among the residents of the citizens of Chicago. I think that the hearts that we see today behind us represent the love that already exists within this community. I can say as a lifelong Southsider, I am proud to see these symbols go up within our community because they remind us of the love that already exists within. We are pleased to support this project and the work of Love Institute, and we welcome this project into our communities and into our hearts. Thank you.
Since her election, our Chicago mayor has demonstrated her understanding of love, unity, and values, and the importance of these virtues in our city. Her commitment to advance public good, economic opportunity, and inclusivity across Chicago neighborhoods is what the mission of Love Institute and the Parade of Hearts represents. This project is about strengthening the ties between our communities and coming together to heal something our mayor understands is most important. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Chicago Mayor Lightfoot, Lori Lightfoot. Thank you.
Thank you, Cosette, and good morning, everyone. I also want to thank all the folks from Cosette and the members of her team, but also the donors and supporters of the Love Foundation for making this day possible. All of these efforts are not the work of one, but the work of many, and congratulations on the unveiling of these really stunning hearts that I think will animate not only neighborhoods, but really spur an important conversation about healing and love and nurturing, and also addressing the trauma that too many communities, and particularly our young people, are facing across our city. So thank you for inviting me here, and I'm grateful for this opportunity. Let me also thank Alderwoman Sophia King, who is a fierce advocate for equity across our city and really stands to be our conscience in the city council and advocate fiercely for our community. So thank you, Alderman King, for all that you do. All the attendees here today, which includes community leaders, artists, and of course our very own residents, need no reminder of the unique challenges that our young people face. From violence and financial insecurity to the recent challenges brought on and exacerbated by the pandemic. There are clear barriers to youth success that we as a city must come together and continue to address. And that's exactly where the Love Institute comes in. I also want to make sure that I acknowledge the First Lady of our city, my beloved wife. She has spent a lifetime working on ways that we can uplift the stories of young people, but also provide them with the tools that they need to be successful, particularly in their out-of-school time. So thank you, Amy. Love to you and all the work that you've been doing through my city, to make sure that our young people have points of connection to help them on their journey through life. Thank you so much. What the Love Institute acutely understands is that challenges cannot be overcome without long-term solutions. That's why this amazing organization is laser focused on giving young people the tools that they need to cope with life's adversities and to build their social, emotional wellness. And is working to empower them with the resources that they need to become resilient, to overcome obstacles, and be present in the lives of our young people, which is also critically important. Through today's launch of the Parade of Hearts, the Love Institute will be able to accelerate this all-important mission and really lift up the work that they've been doing for a very long time. It comes out of the shadows certainly today with the launch of the Parade of Hearts. Not only will this unique initiative engage community organizations and our youth in conversations about restorative justice, but also give our young people a space where they can see their ideas expressed through the power of art. Providing our youth with an opportunity to explore their passions and develop their own opinions through art and other forms of expression is critically important, as this creative outlet allows one to increase their self-confidence, self-understanding, and communication skills. Developing this kind of creative expression, as the Love Institute points out, is just as important as developing practical skills. While it's essential that our young people have a well-rounded education, of course, engaging in creative extracurriculars will allow them to grow into well-rounded adults who have a better grasp of what exactly they want to contribute to the world and how to go about it. You know, we talk a lot about meeting people where they are, and that includes our young people. And creative expression, we know, through a number of programs, through years and years of anecdotal experience, but also through real data, the arts and creative expression are the most powerful way that we can reach our young people. So beyond providing our young people with the creative outlet, the Parade of Hearts initiative will also commemorate and celebrate the rich diversity of neighborhoods on our historic South Side. These public art installations positioned throughout several South Side and Southwest neighborhoods will not only help beautify our blocks and enhance community morale, but creatively raise awareness about the wants and needs of our residents. I hope that these are conversation starters for larger issues that are part of the narrative of our neighborhoods, and use this as an opportunity to come together for those communications to build concrete solutions. These installations depict ideals about inclusion, justice, and healing in a powerful and unforgettable way. Just look at them, and the stories and the conversations really leap out at you. And they will inspire onlookers to participate in impactful community-led conversations. This, folks, is how we encourage community pride and help every resident feel like they have a stake in making and keeping their communities beautiful, vibrant, and importantly, safe. So I want to give a shout out and thanks to the artists, to the supporters for this incredibly powerful and impactful work. Thank you for loving our city. Thank you for really bringing your vision to life. And we celebrate everything that you are doing and want to do more to support you in your own creative expression. But today, just to say thank you, thank you, thank you. I want to again thank the Love Institute and Cosette for all that she does and all that the organization does to serve our youth across the city. I think this Parade of Hearts is going to be something that is powerful and remembered and really go down into the annals of the history of arts and culture in our city as something that was powerful in not only uniting artists, but uniting a conversation in communities that really, really need this kind of positive influence. So thanks very much, and I'm going to turn it back over to Cosette. Thank you. Thank you, Mary.
So before I introduce the next person, I just want to make sure, did I miss any aldermen that actually showed up today? I just want to make sure. Oh, how are you? Yes. Alderman Jeanette Taylor, delighted to see you. Thank you for being here, and thank you for your support. We actually have the support of Alderman Pat Dow, Alderman Roderick Sawyer, as well as Leslie Harrison, Alderman Leslie Harrison. So I'm really thankful, even though they're not able to be here. So I have to tell you, from the moment Sophia King took office, she saw the potential of love. And we have been partnering with her on various projects to create a more safer Bronzeville. I am proud to say that we have really been in community together making changes, and I am delighted that she is here to support us today. Please welcome Alderman Sophia King.
Wow, what a beautiful, beautiful morning to celebrate this endeavor. I am honored to be here today. First of all, I want to thank Mayor Lori Lightfoot just for being here and bringing all of this positive energy to this endeavor. Without you, we wouldn't have all these people, and I appreciate that you understand the power of your office, so thank you, Mayor. Also, shout out to First Lady Amy Eshelman for being here as well. I know you guys work tirelessly, and we appreciate you putting this at the top of your list. So thank you very much. It gives me great pleasure to be here today to acknowledge the Love Institute and its leaders for all the work they do in the community. They do wonderful work in our community. This isn't the first project, and it won't be the last, but their partnership with our office has been just really magnificent. So I want to thank them for their leadership to empower our youth and provide positive experiences and education, and it really has just been an extraordinary partnership. So thank you for that. I can't say enough about their leadership. Cosette Nazon Wilburn, if you guys don't know her, please put her name and her organization at the top of your list. She does great work just bringing passion and experience and expertise to our community. So thank you, Cosette, for your leadership. Also, I'd be remiss if I didn't mention Dr. Upshaw, her partner in crime, who also does great work in our community. They just bring passion and to our youth, educational expertise, and just great programming to enhance and nurture our youth. And this helps grow our community. So thank you so much. This project is special because it stops to acknowledge a particularly difficult time in Chicago. COVID, social unrest. It has highlighted that, COVID and social unrest that has highlighted systemic issues in the Black and brown communities and forced us to stop and recognize who's essential. I say God has us on a serious timeout, but if we don't stop and heed her message, then shame on us. So that's why I am proud to acknowledge and celebrate these artists today, whose work stops to acknowledge the moment that we're in and will encourage others to do the same, but will bring love and healing and economic development through its conversation. So thank you for that. Thank you for sharing your talents and helping to bring love and healing to our communities. I want to stop for a moment and truly acknowledge these artists for what they have done, for the work, the passion, the love that they have put into these works of art. So I'd like to acknowledge you by name: Damon Reed, Abena Motaboli, Patricia Stewart, Rojo Garcia, Jessica Patterson, Hugs Adams, Rim Lee, Raven Smith, Cherie Davis, Alana Bass, and Shalala. Thank you so much for bringing your love and talent to our community. And again, thank you to the Love Institute for all that you do. I look forward to continuing to work with you. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I'm super excited to introduce you to one of our artists, Damon Lamar Reed. And let me tell you what makes him so special. He is able to use paint to paint a story, to create a story. And I love what he helped us to create. It was because of him we were able to identify the right suppliers, the right artists, and create an opportunity for all of these wonderful artists to respond. And so I like for him to kind of come up and share and talk about the heart that will be in Hyde Park, which he has created, and let him share the stories that he heard, the Hyde Parkins speak about, and how do I envision a new normal. Damon?
Thanks. How y'all doing today? Good. All right. First of all, I'm really grateful to be able to work with the Love Institute, and just create, the titles in the name, create love around the city. After we actually had a peace circle, and everybody, kind of, I guess, was transparent. We talked about the pandemic, the George Floyd riots, all that stuff, and the message that I came out with, and one thing that I do, and also that I told the other artists to do, is to make the artwork something that represents the community, but as well that represents yourself. So my piece is called Reconnecting. What it's about is, how once the pandemic started, everybody kind of went, in their bubbles. And, now things are starting to free up, but now people are still nervous to come out of those bubbles. So, I have a guy, and he's actually like coming out of the computer screen, and, all these connections are being made. Once people are able to now come out of their bubbles, people are, starting new businesses. People are creating new relationships. And even though a lot of things were broken, even stronger, connections are now being made. So, that's what my piece is about. Thank you.
Thank you, Damon. There is one thing I want to bookmark. So Damon spoke about restorative justice. Restorative justice is a set of practices that are designed to heal through the power of listening. Couldn't we all benefit from being heard? And so I think what is special about this work is that it's about capturing those values, and that has ended up on the heart. And so we believe that all 77 communities deserve a heart, that this is just a seed that will begin to open up new opportunities to do this work all over the city. And so I just have a few thank yous. I am hugely grateful to Love's board for seeing what was possible and fueling our efforts to bring the Parade of Hearts to fruition. Felix is our chairman, and I want to thank you for saying yes to just about every request I made. Super grateful. I appreciate Christy Conklin for just asking the right questions and making sure that we stay true to our mission. Adrian Nazan and Bleetha Gillespie, man, they met with me almost every week to make sure that we had a blueprint for something like this. And I also appreciate Dr. Cuddy Bacon for his input. My team is extraordinary, and Alderman King mentioned Dr. Upshaw. Man, is she the bomb, right? She really has been truly a source for us in making sure that our work is done in integrity, creativity, and love. She works virtually now in Arizona, so she's watching this from where she is. Thank you, Lauren Backshot, man, our love fellow. She jumped in and really was the glue that made all of this work. Finally, thank you, Pranita Mack and Dr. Curington, for bringing your talents to Love's work. So somewhere my husband is up, there he is. Let me tell you, behind every great person, right, is a wonderful, wonderful, strong person like Nicholas David. My husband is a community father, and I just want to acknowledge him for just giving me to this work. And then little Sophia, so many of you guys have seen, and my young son, young Nico, is at school. Just want to acknowledge them and thanking them for allowing me to do this work. And thank you to all of you for sharing this moment with us. I hope that you will visit the Hearts and look for the QR code so that you can read about what we captured in this wonderful opportunity. Stay tuned for our Parade of Hearts treasure hunt on October the 16th. It's called Hunt for Good, Love Edition. Finally. I hope you'll share about the Parade of Hearts on your social media channels. in your networks, and perhaps a campaign that transforms love, hate into love might go viral. Help me do that, and help me leave a legacy of love, unity, and values for all of our young people. Thank you. And I believe that concludes our program. Let's see, Jessica, did I do everything? Oh, we have cupcakes from Brown Sugar Bakery. Stephanie and her team has baked those up. Man, I don't know what I was thinking. Please make sure you get a cupcake. Stephanie and Shonda have delivered these personally, and I want you to make sure you get a cupcake from Brown Sugar Bakery. Thank you so much.